Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good morning. This is the Daily Cyber Brief for February 6th. Let's start with what's moving the security landscape today. A record-setting DDoS wave. Ransomware operators hiding in plain sight inside legitimate cloud infrastructure. And a fresh run of critical industrial vulnerabilities, with government services responding to breaches. First, the numbers on denial of service are climbing. Cloudflare reports the AISIUR, also known as Kimwolf, botnet fired a burst peaking at 31.4 terabits per second, lasting about half a minute. It's part of a trend toward hypervolumetric HTTP attacks that crest quickly against API gateways and content delivery edges, testing autoscaling, rate limits, and upstream capacity. On ransomware, investigators say operators are abusing virtual machines provisioned by ISP system to host and deliver payloads at scale. Using legitimate virtual infrastructure makes malicious traffic blend in with routine cloud compute, reducing flags, complicating takedowns, and giving affiliates flexible staging across regions. Meanwhile, new incidents surfaced in Europe. Spain's Ministry of Science initiated a partial shutdown of its IT systems after breach claims affecting citizen and company-facing services. And Romania's national oil pipeline operator, Compet, disclosed a cyber attack that disrupted business systems and took its public website offline. These disruptions underscore how government and energy sectors remain high-value targets with outsized operational ripple effects. Turning to vulnerabilities and patches, CISA issued multiple advisories for industrial and IoT gear. TP-Link VG series IP cameras have an authentication bypass in local password recovery that could grant administrative control on the local network. Mitsubishi's Melsec IQR controllers have a flaw that could let an attacker read or alter device data, or force a shutdown via crafted packets. Hitachi Energy's Fox and XMC platforms are affected by radius message integrity weaknesses when remote authentication is enabled. And the O6 Automation Open62541 stack and Ilevia Eve X1 home automation server include issues ranging from memory corruption to pre-authentication command execution. The common thread: patch availability varies, exposure matters, and devices at the physical edge can become pivots. As an update to the themes we've covered this week, CISA also added 2 entries to the known exploited vulnerabilities catalog. One in the React Native tooling ecosystem, and another in SmarterMail. The signal is consistent. Developer tools and mail servers remain attractive initial access paths. On the software supply chain, Anthropic says its newest Claude Opus 4.6 model identified more than 500 high-severity issues across widely used open-source libraries like Ghostscript and OpenSC. If even a fraction are confirmed, expect coordinated disclosures, patches, and dependency updates across build systems over the coming weeks. Looking ahead, watch for additional telemetry on the DDoS botnets targeting, infrastructure churn behind the ransomware delivery hosts, and rolling advisories as industrial vendors publish fixes or mitigations. We may also see downstream package updates if the newly identified open-source flaws move through responsible disclosure. For today, you should be watching cloud front doors and API gateways for short, high-volume HTTP floods. Hosting providers and virtual machine footprints abused for payload delivery. Government portals and energy sector business systems. IP cameras, industrial controllers, and radius-backed network gear. And developer environments tied to React Native and mail services, flagged in KEV. The takeaway? Attackers are borrowing scale from the cloud and speed from automation, while exposed devices and toolchains extend the blast radius. Calm prioritization, starting with what's actively exploited and what sits on your edge, will keep impact bounded. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.